Solarian Special Task Group. Solarian intelligence field agents are grouped into an organization called the Special Task Group. STG operators work in independent cells, performing dangerous missions such as counterterrorism, infiltration, reconnaissance, assassination, and sabotage. The STG is a proactive organization, puncturing worrisome trends before they become movements. At any time, a dozen groups are operating covertly within the lawless Terminus systems, sowing dissent among the various factions. Civilian analysts also note how troublesome hinge point individuals in Terminus frequently meet unexpected deaths. STG operators are feared throughout the galaxy for their clear-eyed, remorseless practicality. They are willing to do whatever it takes to achieve their mission, even if it kills civilians or results in the team's own destruction. In many ways, they are akin to the Council Spectres. Recently, a number of STG cells have been redeployed from Solarian Union. It is assumed they are in the Terminus and Attican Traverse, investigating reports of Geth activity beyond the Perseus Veil. Terra Firma Party. Terra Firma is an alliance political party formed after the First Contact War. Its policy agenda is based on the principle that Earth must stand firm against alien influence. This covers a variety of legislation. Recent activities by Terra Firma include opposition to a law requiring high school alien language study. Why would you need that if you have translators? A proposal to increase tariffs on alien imports, and leading a popular movement to mark the First Contact War with a public holiday. Though funded by well-meaning individuals who feared the submersion of native human cultures under a wave of alien vogue, Terra Firma's agenda attracts many jingoists and xenophobes. You don't say.
Vermeer is a lush world located on the frontier of the Attican Traverse. Its vast seas and orbital position on the inner life zone have created a wide equatorial band of humid, tropical terrain. Only the political instability of the region has impeded efforts at colonization. Many times the Citadel has opened negotiations to settle Vermeer with various criminal gangs and petty dictatorships in the nearby Terminus systems. All fell apart due to internal power shifts within the opposing parties. The Citadel has written off the colonization of Vermeer as impossible without significant political change. The Terminus powers themselves are unlikely to ever settle Vermeer. Most lack the resources to support settlement of a virgin world, finding it more expedient to steal from their neighbors than build for themselves.
All right. I don't think I read the Citadel description. Supposedly constructed by the long-extinct Protheans, this colossal deep space station serves as the capital of the Citadel Council. Gravity is simulated through rotation and is a comfortable 1.02 standard Gs on the wards and a light 0.3 standard Gs on the Presidium ring. So, population 13.2 million, not including keepers. Alright, we're gonna go do, Bring Down the Sky. Let's do Utopia first and then go over there. I have a mod for this with, once all 3 games are completed, it changes, the outcome of this mission. So...
Commander, we've got a priority signal from 5th Fleet Headquarters. Patching it through? Commander, there's a situation in the Exodus cluster. Terrorists seized an asteroid being moved into orbit around Terra Nova. They're gonna bring it down. We only have an hour before the rock hits the red line.
Why was the asteroid being moved?
I think they're gonna tether it to an orbital elevator. I didn't ask. All that's important to us is that a big rock is gonna hit dirt in 60.
We're at your disposal if you need us, Admiral.
I appreciate that, Commander, but there's another factor you should be aware of. There was an engineering crew of 100 aboard the rock. They were monitoring stability during transit. As far as we know, they're still aboard.
Are we sure the engineers are alive?
The terrorists claim they're still alive. We're holding fire until we can extract them or confirm they're dead.
We can try to extract them.
You're our best bet, Commander. I'll send in the Marines from the Harari if I have to, but they're mostly greenhorns. Your best option is to gain control of the engines. The engineers installed 3 fusion torches to propel it from the asteroid belt into orbit. If you can get control of them in the next hour, you can change the asteroid's vector, steer it into a stable orbit around the planet. If that's impossible, see if you can get the engineers out. We'll blast the rock into rubble. If all else fails, we'll have to sacrifice the hostages.
We'll make it right, Admiral.
Thank you, Commander. We'll transmit the asteroid's location and vector to your navigator. 5th Fleet out.
Bring Down the Sky gives you a choice between saving civilians and killing a terrorist. The Paragon choice, theoretically, is to save the civilians and let the terrorist go. Honestly, I disagree with that. Because you are providing for the chance for them to kill many more people in the future. My choice would be to sacrifice the hostages. There is a mod where you can kill Balak and still rescue the hostages, so I have that included. I didn't have it included in my last run through, so I don't know how it works, so I think it's a timed thing. I'll have to see. Should be easy to pull off. Part of the reason also to kill Balak, by the 3rd game, he is continuing terrorist activities on humans. Now, you can ultimately get him as a war asset, but he manages to kill more people than you would save here. And that's with like 3 years of lead out. So I make it even though he could become a war asset and it's a Paragon thing, I prefer to murder him with extreme prejudice. Xanadu's atmosphere is composed of methane and argon. Its frozen surface is mainly composed of potassium with deposits of calcium. Its location in the deep cold of the outer system and its lack of any valuable resources leave little to recommend it. Nirvana has trace elements of xenon and krypton. The surface is a mix of water ice and iron oxides with cryovolcanic plumes of potassium concentrated around the equatorial ridge. Nirvana has little of commercial or scientific interest. Though a few geological research stations were constructed in the early 2160s, all have been shut down for years. The Alliance maintains an automated ice cracking station which has quietly stockpiled a large amount of deuterium fuel for use by the fleet. Make sure there was nothing to survey on Xanadu. Kinda. Alright, yeah. Zion is a hydrogen helium gas giant even larger than Jupiter. Despite its deep gravity well and lethal radiation, it supports a small helium-3 mining industry. The reason is simple. As the only gas giant in the Utopian system, it is the only local source for fuel for Eden Prime's power stations and spaceports. Eden Prime? Eden Prime's in this system? Okay. Zion has 112 satellites ranging from captured asteroids to the moon of Asphodel, which is large enough to retain a thick atmosphere. Okay, so, alright, yeah, Eden Prime. This idyllic agrarian world was one of the first human colonies established by the Charon mass relay. Eden Prime's biosphere is unusually well suited for importation of Earth-native life. This fertility drew heavy immigration and development of the Systems Alliance and various corporations. Today, Eden Prime is a model of sustainable, organized development. population is housed in space-efficient arcologies that tower over thousands of kilometers of green fields and orchards. Arcadia is an unusually large terrestrial world. Arcadia has a dense atmosphere composed of nitrogen and helium. Its scorching hot surface is mainly composed of alkaline basalts, but metal deposits are plentiful. Though several spectacular examples of columnar basalt formation offer scenic beauty, Arcadia's hostile environment has precluded commercial development. Huh. I don't know if that was added back in by a mod. That's interesting. I don't remember ever being able to go back and scan Eden Prime, but maybe I missed it.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Commander, I'm glad you were in the area. We've got an emergency situation, and you're the only one I can trust to get the job done.
How can I help, Admiral?
Biotic fanatics have hit a medical research station with a psychotropic drug. The drugs have temporarily driven researchers crazy, and the biotics are effectively using them as human shields.
So if I shoot everything that moves, a lot of researchers are gonna die.
Exactly. A normal team could handle the biotics, but a lot of innocent researchers would die during the operation. That's why I contacted you. I'm hoping you can keep the casualties to a minimum.
I'll do everything within my power to bring those researchers back safely, Admiral.
I know you will, Commander. I'm sending you the station coordinates now. Fifth lead out.
Loki is a small terrestrial world with little to recommend it. One hemisphere is largely covered by an ice cap, and the other by craggy basaltic highlands. The rough, varied terrain suggests an ancient cataclysm caused significant damage to the world. This is seemingly reinforced by its unusually elliptical orbit, which reaches 6.5 AU at perigee and 7.1 AU at apogee. Penetrating scans of Loki's ice cap reveal a network of crisscrossing subterranean tunnels. Because some of the tunnels were surprisingly regular in shape and size, early expeditions looked for evidence of excavation. It was concluded they formed by natural processes. Loki's thin atmosphere is mainly composed of krypton and xenon. When it approaches perigee, frozen sulfur, trioxides, and dioxides can evaporate into clouds on the hemisphere facing Asgard. Tyr is compositionally quite similar to Earth. However, it lies over 4 AU from Asgard and possesses an atmosphere primarily composed of nitrogen and ethane. While the potential target for terraforming, the presence of the shirt sleeves habitable Terra Nova in the same system relegated Tier 2 support role. Nearly 100 corporations, human and alien, have constructed extensive tele-operated mining, refining, and manufacturing facilities across the face of Tyr. Combined with the platinum lodes of Terra Nova, the resources they produce are driving development of the local hydrogen fuel cell industries. The Asgard system now supplies nearly 4% of the galactic market. Bohr is a huge hydrogen-helium gas giant with over 90 moons. Its striking coloration is caused by the light of ionized hydrogen filtering through an upper cloud deck of sodium. Source of the ionization has not yet been confirmed, but Bohr's mass, equal to 6 Jupiters, and high temperature suggests it may be a small brown dwarf, a large gas giant that gained nearly enough mass to ignite into a small star. Though Bohr's deep gravity well makes mining operations difficult, it is the only gas giant in the system. The hydrogen needed for the local fuel cell industry, combined with the ever-present need for helium-3 fusion torch fuel, makes it economical to mine. Terra Nova was one of the Class 1 colonization prospects discovered by the first wave of Alliance surveys in 2150. It was the second human extrasolar colony, and the first beyond the Charon mass relay. It currently has the highest population of any Alliance colony. Though banded by a harsh equatorial desert, areas closer to the poles are temperate. The pace of development was modest until extensive deposits of platinum were discovered in the 2170s. This rare metal required by the clean-burning hydrogen fuel cells that power private vehicles, attracted a platinum rush of immigrants and investment from throughout Alliance space. In the past 12 years, Terra Nova has seen a 30% rise in population, and growth does not appear to be slowing. 4.4 million. X-57 is a metallic asteroid originally located in the trailing Lagrange point of the gas giant Bohr. With the increasing development on Terra Nova, a new orbital port facility was necessary. Due to a shortage of funding, it was decided to mine out X-57, using the recovered resources to finish out the interior for habitation. The asteroid was decelerated from Bohr's orbit using fusion torches, allowing it to fall into the orbit of Terra Nova. Recently, communications with the engineering team on X-57 have been lost. The fusion torches have reignited, and the asteroid is accelerating toward Terra Nova.
Status. Sensors reveal 3 fusion torches propelling asteroid X-57. At its current rate of acceleration, the asteroid will collide with Terra Nova in approximately 1 hour. Analysis. Torches must be disabled to cease the acceleration.
So theoretically,
Hello.
there's a
I
Normandy
heard your
VI
transmission.
saying
Can you hear
that?
me? Haven't found me yet, but I can't talk
I wish I
long.
could talk to her.
Shut down the fusion torches. I'm going to die. God,
Seems to have a different voice than the one that says Exo Presley has the deck. But they didn't get the actress for the DLC, apparently. Okay. Alright, so this is timed. You can see a timer. There is plenty of time on easy difficulties. Now, weirdly, not everything is marked, making it hard to finish the quests. The smartest, I mean, normally I would go clockwise, but in a roleplay sense, we hit the torches first.
Headed in the right direction. I don't know who you are, but I'm damn. Go.
Okay, that was not the best way to do that. But I did it.
Tarians.
Harak! Check! Check!
why we love high explosive ammo.
All targets down.
Let's get moving.
Maybe if you didn't stand directly on top of the door controls, I could have.
We've got control of Thruster Alpha.
I'm reading that the torch is offline. Was that you? Can you hear me?
Who are you? What's going on?
My name's Kate Bowman. I'm an engineer. I was part of the team assigned to bring this asteroid to Terra Nova.
We were attacked yesterday by Batarian extremists. I've been hiding since they arrived. I think they know the torch went out.
Why are they doing this?
I don't know. But if this asteroid isn't slowed, millions of people on Terra Nova are going to die.
If I find out anything, I've
gotta go. Good luck.
Hey,
Oh God. I didn't mean to... Are you hurt?
takes more than one shot to bring me down.
Sorry. I didn't even realize you were human until... Well... Guess I'm not much of a soldier.
I know you're scared, but I'm here to help. Commander Shepard with the Alliance.
Simon Atwell. I'm the chief engineer on this rock. Listen, we don't have much time. The Batarians fired up the fusion torches. You've got to shut them down before we hit Terra Nova. There are 4 million people down there, Shepard. My family. They live in Aronis. My kids and grandkids. Nice communities, good schools.
I don't have time to do the math in my head. What happens if we don't stop this rock?
X-57 is 22 kilometers long, twice the size of the asteroid that wiped out the Earth's dinosaurs. It would be like millions of fusion bombs striking at once. Millions. The heat of the blast. 1,000 kilometers away, clothes will ignite. There'll be global wildfires. Air shock will flatten everything for hundreds of kilometers. Terra Nova will die, Shepard. Not just our colony. The planet. There'll be a climate shift, mass extinctions. The ecosystem won't recover for thousands of years. Millions, maybe.
Is there any chance it'll land in the oceans?
That would be even worse. Tsunamis would sweep inland at hundreds of kilometers per hour. Millions of tons of water would be vaporized at the point of impact. Global cloud coverage. The plants could all die, and if they go, the whole ecosystem rolls over. I'd have to run the numbers, but take my word for it, it'd be bad.
This doesn't make any sense. Batarians run criminal gangs. Unethical, but profitable. They don't destroy worlds. What does this gain them?
I've heard all the stories. Slave rings ranching people like animals. Pirate bands burning colonies to the ground. But this is... The Citadel Conventions forbid asteroid drops. I never thought the Batarians would go this far.
Most Batarians aren't genocidal madmen, but these are terrorists.
Yeah, I know. It's just... This isn't how I expected the world to be when I rolled out of bed this morning.
You were on the ground when this happened. How many Batarians have you seen? And where?
They landed at the main facility. It's locked down now. They've changed the passcodes. No idea what's going on inside. I did see groups head out to each of the torch stations. Couldn't say how many, though. Enough to give you a fight.
Any idea who's behind this? Who's leading them? That might provide a clue.
I heard a couple of them talking. They mentioned a Balak. It sounded like he's the one in charge. They didn't seem convinced this was a good idea, but they were scared of the guy. Scared enough to do what he wanted.
Batarians everywhere, and I need to shut down all 3 torches. Anything else I should know?
One of the torches is surrounded by live blasting caps. We were set up to excavate when we arrived at Terra Nova. I rigged them with proximity detectors. That tank of yours will set them off, so you'll have to go in on foot. Even then, they'll explode if you get too close. Just go slow and easy. You should be fine.
You set them up. Can you disable them?
Not from here. No. There are manual controls by the entrance to the torch facility inside the blast zone. You can disarm the caps there. One last thing. I had a crew working off-site when the attack hit. I'm worried about them. These Batarians are ruthless. I saw them smash the faceplates of guys working vacuum. And those Varen, I don't think they always wait for a corpse before feeding.
Any idea where I can find them?
They were running checks on our perimeter equipment. Easiest thing would be to tap into the transmission tower out on the surface. The equipment stations will show up on your sensors.
I'll look for them, but the torches have to be my priority.
Yeah, you're right. Saving Terra Nova is more important than my team. There were a bunch of engineers over at the main facility, but they're probably all dead. That or being held hostage by the Batarians.
A woman named Kate Bowman contacted me. The Batarians haven't found her yet.
Katie's alive? She's one of my best engineers. She signed on with her brother, Aaron, I think his name is. He's part of the security detail. I hope they're okay.
Give me a worst-case scenario. We can't stop the asteroid. Could the colony be evacuated?
Shepard, it took 30 years for the population to grow that large. I'm sure they're moving people to remote areas, but they'd never be able to get more than a few thousand off-world. We just don't have enough ships. No one does. Well, maybe the Quarians, but I don't see them suddenly showing up and offering us a ride.
Why were you moving this thing in the first place?
Well, the idea was to drag it into Terra Nova's orbit, mine it out, and in the end you'd have a basic structure for an orbital station. It's a lot cheaper than getting everything up into orbit from the planet's surface. The minerals we extract almost cover the costs.
What can you tell me about Kate?
Smart as a whip and bold as they come. I hope she keeps hidden. If they find her... Oh, Katie, don't do anything stupid.
You better find a good place to hide. If the Batarians come back and find you...
Yeah. I think I'll make myself scarce. Good luck, Shepard.
Okay, so even though I said it makes the most sense to get the torches first, yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and because I usually fail the mission to locate all the teams. I think I've only done it once. This computer is filled with operation logs and personal journals for a small pirate music station operated by X-59's engineers. It includes scripts for several promotional messages, none of which appear to have been recorded. Radio X-57, rocking this world since 2182. Radio X-57, when your world seems hollow, we help you touch the sky. That's a Star Trek reference. For the world is hollow and I have touched the sky is the name of an episode, and I'm a huge nerd. Radio X-57, talk hard. Radio X-57, your last best hope for rock within 300,000 kilometers. Oh my god, don't do that to me. No. No, no, no. Off. We're not doing that.
Hear me? Getting all kinds of interference. Damn. Sorry. There's a lot of feedback. See if I can fix it. In the meantime, just keep doing...
No, it's too steep. So yeah, this is always a question between, you know, obviously the strategic thing is to go do the torches first. After you've finished everything, they're just, I mean... Okay. Data link between the transmission tower and several survey stations has been restored. Survey station locations are now shown on your map. Okay, so we have done these 3 locations, and yeah, map. Alright. I'm going to do that. I'm going to try to actually find them. Spoiler alert, most of them are dead. But at least it just seems so anticlimactic and silly to be the one left looking for casualties once you've finished. So yeah, the good, pretty sure I had already tried this last run through, I just didn't find everything. So I imagine the trick is to make sure you hit that, that's torch first, and that station. Body of G. Mendel. His victim was badly beaten before being killed with a pistol shot to the back of the head at close range. It's likely he surrendered, only to be executed by his sadistic captors. Survey Station 3 final entry logged by Engineer G. Mendel. Central Transmissions Tower is on the fritz again. No one ever listens to my warnings about single points of failure. I'm surprised our surface comms work half as well as they do. When Slodges shows up to relieve me, I'll go see if I can get the old girl back up and running.
We've got 45 minutes. Make them count. Got it.
Watching on this victim's hardsuit suggests he escaped the burning interior of his vehicle only to be gunned down by his assailants. So that is the body of Slodges. Now, realistically, if you think about it, there's propulsion, but there are equidistant, and measured propulsion. Even disabling one of these torches would have changed its course. Because it would start... 3 torches must have been done so that it could stay on a course. Disable one, and you're off course. But, you know...
On my way. Alliance military! Arm the drones!
We've got control of thruster beta.
Are you there? You've got to hurry. You've really pissed them off. Their leader's setting charges everywhere. I think he's going to blow this whole facility.
Get away from there!
Don't shoot, please! No!
That's a female Batarian. Good job, guys.
Who's shutting down the torches? I won't ask you again. Find this problem and deal with it. Get her out of here!
Just lead the way.
No sense standing around.
Yeah, they don't have any unique dialogue from what I can tell during this mission. They didn't record any follower dialogue. I don't think there's a single DLC for this entire franchise that I like until you get to the Citadel DLC, and then that makes up for everything and is awesome and is amazing and can do no wrong. With the proximity detector thing that he's saying, you go slow and easy and you'll be fine. I don't know how that works with the proximity thing, because it should be able to read that you're there. I hate that aspect of this. It almost always kills me a couple times. So maybe I've been doing it wrong, because it says proximity, not movement. So,
redeploying.
Let's see. Faint footprints in the dust lead off to the east. Station, Survey Station 2 final entry logged by Chief Surveyor R. Montoya. Communications are down and there are non-corporate dropships landing near the main facility. There were flashes of light on the horizon. Can't be certain, but I'd guess it's heavy arms fire. As per emergency protocol, I'm arming the defense drones. I'm not waiting for my pickup. I'm going to investigate. Thanks, guys. I didn't hit a damn thing. Okay, there is... Okay. East... yeah, okay. It should be somewhere here, but I don't know. I think this is the guy that I don't find. Okay, there's a... Alright, just driving. There was a spot. This might be the guy. Okay. I don't follow the footsteps usually, I would imagine. Looks like he died from a single shot through his helmet, likely from a sniper. Whoever killed him didn't even bother to search his body. There's still equipment in his service pack. Man, I don't think you should loot that guy, but okay. Alright. So I need to get to the last torch. I think that's all of them. Okay, I think I found all of the missing engineers. So again, for me as a player, they're all dead. There are no, there's no upside to running around when you only have an hour. It doesn't make any strategic sense that you do that. I'm only doing it because I know I have time. I know I can do it, but it's a weird quest. Yeah, I hate this place. So there's the ring of the proximity mines. I never have discovered what's the best place to...
Ground penetrating radar detects anti-vehicle demolitions nearby. Proceed on foot.
Okay.
Warning. Ground penetrating radar detects anti-vehicle
Alright. So you can save here. You're technically not in combat. I don't know if it's possible to go up. No, I don't think it's possible to go up over here.
Hostile spotted.
Yeah, I don't. It's very strange. Yeah, I don't know how to do this. He says go slow. That's bullshit. You're a liar.
We've got 15 minutes.
What? Wait a minute. No. I lost 15 minutes on my save. That's very strange.
We've got 15 minutes.
What the fuck? What is happening here? You die, you lose time? I mean, that makes sense, but... Oh my god. Alright. That must be part of the mod that I put in.
We've got
and it
15 minutes.
It won't let me save scum. Okay, so there is proximity. Yeah, okay. Okay, so it should still set me back to 15 minutes. It can't just take away...
15 minutes.
Yeah, alright. Yeah, it yoinked a lot of time from me. So I am being punished. Okay. I'm gonna try to go between these two. I have done better at this in the past, but 15 should be enough to shut down the torches, and then the timer goes off.
15 minutes.
So it would make the most sense that... Okay, so when I went up over here, I did better. Yeah, the proximity, it never goes down.
We've got 15 minutes.
So I'm trying to figure out, is it if you go directly between two of them, are they both testing your proximity? Are you supposed to just run straight at one? I don't understand. Okay, that worked. But now I have to worry about it. Alrighty. This shouldn't be fun.
We've got
I don't understand
minutes.
these detectors, obviously. Okay. So can you run straight at... I am so confused. Okay, I am going between... usually do better than this. It usually takes me 3 or 4 tries, so I must be in the absolute wrong place.
We've got 15 minutes.
Do we, Rex? Okay. I actually did better up here? I don't know. Okay. There's no way to shoot them. Guess I've tried. Alright. I often come from the other side.
15 minutes.
Yeah, Rex? My god, I wonder if you can just sprint. Okay, this is just for the fun of it. I'm just gonna fucking run. Nope, you can't just run. Alright. Yes, I am aware that insanity is doing the same thing over and over.
We've got 15
and I've certainly
minutes.
done this better. I don't remember it being this much trouble, but I also have never tried the same place this many times, just because now I'm finding it funny. Okay. So, let's try these 3 instead. Alright, so if I move, and then I move to the side, which makes no sense, because I'm still clearly proximity-ish. This doesn't... okay. Yeah, see, now this one is right in front of me. Can I... Alright. Yeah, it depends where. You guys are assholes. Yeah, stop! Jerk. Okay. Won't let me save yet, but I can shut them down now. Wow. Okay, I learned something, and I find it hilarious. So hopefully the next time I play, I'll remember how to do it that way. But yeah, I was directly between 2, and when I was moving left or right, the one to the left would get me, and the one to the right would get me, which is I thought it worked.
Look out! Release the Baron!
Release the hounds! I like that wiring in the ceiling, it's cool. So if I wanted to restore that timer, I'd actually have to go all the way back and restart the mission, huh? Yeah, the mod does say that. It won't let... it's probably not going to let me do what it says. But the mod says I could do it. You need to do it perfectly. And I didn't. So I'm probably not going to be able to take advantage of the mod that allows me to kill Balak and save the hostages. 'Cause I suck.
We've got control of Thruster Gamma.
That's all of them. We're in control now.
Okay, so no more timer.
Hold it right there. This doesn't have to end in bloodshed. Don't come any closer. We can do this the hard way, or we can end this peacefully.
I didn't think you Batarians knew the meaning of the word.
Look, I'm just doing my job here. Hijacking this rock wasn't my idea. I signed on to make a little profit. A quick slave grab, nothing more.
Right. Quick slave
This
grab.
isn't just a slave grab anymore. Millions of people are going to die.
Don't you think I know that? I'm just following orders here. If it were up to me, we'd have already left.
Well, it's not too late. You can still leave.
I don't think so. Bollock would skin me alive and sell my hide out of spite. Crazy bastard. This whole mission's gone to hell and I'm gonna pay for it.
So why do you listen to him?
Good question. I had a bad feeling about this from the moment we landed. Now Bollock wants you dead. And what Bollock wants, Bollock gets. I can't change that.
Do you always want to be second in command? Get me out of here and I'll take care of Bollock. Then you can start giving the orders.
Huh. An interesting proposal. It certainly has benefits over the current situation. Shut it down. This is Bollock's problem now. I hope you're as quick with a gun as you are with your promises, for both our sakes.
Bollock will get what's coming to him, and so will you if I ever catch you in human territory again. Are we clear?
Perfectly. Bollock's holed up in the main facility. You'll need this to get in. Don't underestimate him. He's a mean bastard. Let's go. We're getting off this rock.
You know, she already told you that Bollock is, oh, I can't go that way. It's blocked. That Bollock has rigged the entire place with explosives. And you're just gonna, barge in through the front door. Seriously. So many of these missions are do you know how, reconnaissance and missions work? My God. Sure, I'll do that. What? No. Oh, there was one right over this hill, that's why. Between these three, I might have been able to do it if I'd gone up here and only gotten these two. Alright. Something to know for next time. Where is my damn vehicle? Alright. Did I run the wrong way? I ran the... What? Come on, Mako? You're right here? Where's my damn vehicle? Oh, it's over the rise. Okay. I can imagine Shepard with the key fob trying to click it to hear the alarm. Alright, I'm going to hit the last point of interest and then head for the main facility. Good job, sweetie. Look, I'm going to do that, okay? I'm flying over you. Oh, and landing on another. Oops. This is why I never mind when my teammates in future games make fun of Shepard's choices, because they had to live through this shit. Screaming, the vomiting, the exploding, the dancing. I can dance better than that, but, you know, this is Shepard. Who by canon. Well, I have had Thane and Garrus teach my Shepards how not to suck on the dance floor. By my canon, Turians are very good dancers. And obviously, so is Thane. I mean, come on. And they take pity on her. Computer lists a complete cargo manifest of the containers outside. It's mostly uninteresting. Excavation equipment and parts for prefabricated work shacks. A footnote catches your eye. Explosives moved to grid reference 32416 for safety. I don't know what that means. Are you explosives? Are you the explosive? Yeah, I don't know why I'm here. This is silly. Fuel tank. Okay. Why do I care about a fuel tank? Do I care about a fuel tank? Should I care about a fuel tank? Like, at this point, I could shoot a gun at it and try to get it to explode. But why? Okay, so the journal should say... What? No, I found all three of them. You saw me, right? You saw me find... I know I found all three of them. It's not going to give me credit, but I did. Alright. I did find all three of them, so I'm not circling back. It'll just be in my quest log forever, but I did. I can't click on a dead person any more than I already have. Plus, I don't remember where he was. Also, realistically, the crisis is over, and you could have other people do this next part of the mission.
Approaching operational boundary limits. Recall imminent.
Whatever. Oh, sorry, I did not mean to step on you. Female Batarian. Nice to see some equal opportunity terrorism. supposed to be something here, right? Maybe I'm just remembering where the hostages are and thinking it's important that I go there first. Okay. Okay, so these are all the bombs. Okay.
Die, human!
No?
You humans.
Monologue time.
You're almost more trouble than you're worth.
Let the hostages go, and maybe you'll live long enough to explain yourself to the Council.
I don't answer to the Council. Or to you. I'm leaving this asteroid. If you try to stop me, I'll detonate these charges, and your helper and her friends are all going to die.
I can't just let you go, Balak. Not after what happened here.
This is nothing. You humans have done far worse to the Batarians. We've been forced into exile, forced to survive on what we can scrounge up. It's been like that for decades.
Why take it out on these people? They didn't do anything to you or the Batarians.
Didn't do anything. Aside from colonizing a world that could have been ours. Aside from using resources that should have been ours. We were left to defend ourselves. But the humans were stronger than us. We knew that. The Council knew that. But it didn't matter. It was you. You and your kind are the only reason we're in this position.
And how does killing innocent people make up for that?
We had no other options.
Uh-huh.
Sometimes you need to get someone's attention before.
And sometimes that someone's gonna shoot you.
That's why we attacked you at
in the
Elysium.
4 eyes.
That's why I'm doing this. You forced our hand.
You attacked us first. When we retaliated, you ran off to the Council hoping for help. When you didn't get it, you hid. You got no one to blame but yourselves.
Enough! You couldn't possibly understand. Actually, you just don't want to understand, and I'm done wasting my breath. Now, if you want your friends to live, I suggest you step aside.
I'm not letting a terrorist like you go free. Do what you want with the others, but it'll be the last thing you do.
I hope this is worth it! I'm going to enjoy gutting you.
Yeah, well, that didn't work. Oh well. I still would have done it. I don't. I just don't think I'm an idiot.
But you're no better than us. I gave you a chance to save them, and you threw it away.
Yeah, I totally would have trusted you.
Who's the real terrorist here?
You. But you're dead.
Is it safe?
Watch where you step. There were bombs, and there may be more. I need a sapper team to sweep the area.
Right. I'll be careful. You did it. Another hour and our course would have been irreversible. I ran the numbers, Shepard. X-57 would have struck near the capital city, the most densely populated region. But that's not going to happen, thanks to you. Have you found Katie and her team?
The Batarians had a bomb. They were holding Katie and her team hostage. I'm afraid they detonated it.
All of them? Katie? And her brother, everyone? How could this happen? I thought you were... Couldn't you save them?
Yes, I could have. If I let the Batarians go. But then they might have done the same thing to another colony. Or 2 more, or a dozen.
That doesn't... I know in my head what you're saying makes sense. It's just a little hard to see the big picture right now, all right? Shepard, thank you for my grandchildren's lives. I don't think I'll stick around, though. Not with the team gone. Too many ghosts. It's time for me to get back and spend some time with my family. Before I go, I'd like to offer you
blink is
something.
really freaky.
Maybe you'll have more use for it than I will. As lead engineer, I get some quality items. Take your pick. You've earned it.
I'll go for human medium
The
armor.
medium armor sounds like a good bet.
I hope you get good use out of it.
One more thing. You asked me to look into your missing engineers?
Have you found them?
Ugh.
I found 2 of them. They didn't make it.
I see. Well, maybe the last is still out there. Could you please keep looking?
Take
His
care of
eyes are
yourself.
so fucked up.
Be well, Shepard. We owe you.
Okay. I don't like this DLC. I don't like the conclusions. I don't like the way that it's set. You can't tell someone you've got exactly an hour and then send you on a side quest. So. Okay, I suppose I could let people out. I was supposed to have a mod. Had I survived the motion detection, I probably would have been able to get it done. But I didn't, and I'm going to live with it. Yep. They all exploded. I'm sorry, guys. But, if you... Okay, so look at... And here is my math, too. I had a mod, but I failed even with the mod. There are 1, 2... 3 dead bodies in here. If you let Balak live, he will blow up a transport with 17 Alliance members on it. So he will continue. And I mean, I knew that the first time. It is essentially like letting a rabid dog go to continue to bite. It can't stop, and you have to put it down, and that's just the way that goes. I do not agree with the Paragon outcome in that. So, I would have liked to save everybody with a mod. I installed the mod and tried it, but... yeah, I know I found all 3 of the guys. But... oh well. I'm sorry. Update, bring down the sky. Technology, translation. Human cultures remain linguistically divided. Some converse in Spanish, others in Mandarin, Arabic, Swahili, etc. Every alien race has their own equally broad panoply of languages and dialects. Most individuals know only their mother tongue and rely on machine translation. Modern portable computers allow anyone with a few hundred credits of equipment to enjoy seamless, real-time translation of alien languages, courtesy of handheld PDAs, computers in clothing or jewelry, or subdermal implants. Without fast and accurate translation, galactic trade and culture could not exist. Governments provide subsidized software, updated through the public extranet on the fly, often as users approach spaceport customs facilities. Even the Batarians, who isolate themselves from galactic society nearly 2 decades ago, take pains to provide up-to-date glossaries and linguistic rules, though most suspect this is only so they can continue exporting propaganda. It is still considered broad-minded and practical to be able to speak without machine aid. Children often take courses in alien languages, and most races can speak the simplified artificial trade tongue with little difficulty. Some species must rely on machine translation to interact with the rest of the galaxy. Hanar, for example, cannot reproduce the spoken language of any humanoid species, and other races cannot produce Hanar bioluminescence without mechanical aid. Newly discovered or obscure races don't have machine translation available until the linguists have had time to study them. Okay. Alright, that's total for this character, 94 hours played. A run-through usually takes about 30 to 33 hours if you're doing all of the content. And this one is lengthened by reading everything. Headed to speak to Helena Blake. Montania. Hard data on Montania is very limited. When the system was charted by the Alliance surveyor, Coop, only a small unmanned flyby probe was spared for the distant world. It is a small rock and ice planet with a trace atmosphere of krypton and sulfur dioxide. Normandy's more detailed survey suggests the frozen terrestrial may be a suitable target for mining. While it is largely water ice, mapping of mass concentrations suggests it has a core of pure aluminum. Okay, I'm going to turn down the music just a little bit. That gets really loud. Yeah, I've already got it down, but even more. That's a lot of music, guys. Amaranthine is a chilly rock world with an atmosphere of carbon dioxide and nitrogen. Its frozen surface consists largely of light titanium and aluminum oxides, with deposits of thorium and other heavy metals located in the deep crust. Amaranthine was named by the human poet Sofia Cabral during her tour of duty aboard the Alliance surveyor ship Coop. Under the dim light of the red dwarf Fortuna, the surface of this world is lit in rich twilight blues and purples, even at midday. You have successfully surveyed a small deposit of iridium. Well, let's see, on my journals, alright, there's still a lot of, collections to do. That moon is very strangely shaped, so I guess it's not a moon, but an irregular asteroid? Successfully surveyed a large deposit of uranium. It looks like the Death Star, man. Dun 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 dun. Excuse me, I have a puppy demanding pets. Oh, no. He lost interest. Okay. You have successfully surveyed a large deposit of thorium.
Just lead the way.
Hello again, Commander Shepard. I owe you a debt of gratitude. With my former partners dead, this syndicate is now mine. I could not have done it without you.
I killed them because they deserved it. Now I'm placing you under arrest.
Surely you don't think that necessary. Under my leadership, this organization will restrict itself to gambling and smuggling illegal technologies. These crimes are hardly worth your time. If you press the issue, my assistants are very well equipped to deal with you.
This gang has a reputation for drugs and slaving. It's too late to change that.
Perhaps you're right. Perhaps this organization has been so tainted by those two idiots that it cannot be redeemed. If I disband the gang, I walk away freely. I have not come so far to be arrested. I would die before going to prison. I would most certainly kill before going to prison. Now, do we have a deal?
You're free to go. I don't ever want to see this gang again. If I do...
You won't. I'm not so foolish as to break my word to a Spectre. Now, if you'll excuse me, my men become nervous in the presence of law enforcement agents. Goodbye, Shepard.
Anna bows graciously and withdraws as her men escort you out. It's doubtful you'll see her again. Except we do. see her again in this game. She's hanging out on Omega in Mass Effect 2. Turian insignia recovered. This Turian military fighter appears to have crashed very recently, and it's unclear what it was doing out here on its own. The pilot inside died on impact, though in the storage compartment you find an intricate beaded necklace marked... Oh, beaded necklace. Duh. Okay, beaded necklace marked with the Gatana colony insignia. Appears to be very old. It's a miracle it wasn't damaged by the fire. Oh, sudden kitty on my lap. Hey, baby. Hey, Vandal. Come on, sweetheart. We're cool. Yeah? Wanna help me climb this mountain, buddy? No, you just want to impede me from climbing this mountain, huh? No. No, we don't sit on the keyboard, you know this. You're a good boy. Message from Admiral Hackett. Greetings, Commander. We heard about what happened down on X-57. It's a terrible thing, but at least we got the terrorist ringleader. That stunt with the bomb reeked of desperation to me. For what it's worth, I think you did the right thing, Commander. With Balak out of the picture, Terra Nova and every other human colony out there can sleep soundly. Those colonists owe you and your team their lives. Never forget that. On behalf of them, I thank you, Commander. Admiral Hackett, Alliance 5th Fleet. Message from Shepard Fan 3000. Hello again, Commander. Thank you for letting me take your picture. I was thinking of making an unofficial Spectre trading card of you, and this picture will do perfectly. I was arguing with the Solarian on the extranet. He said you ought to have a 10 in combat skill, but he said that it ought to be an 8 at most. Oh, I said you ought to have a 10 in combat skill. He said you ought to have an 8 at most. Could you believe that? That just goes to show that the aliens don't fully understand who Commander Shepard is. At the very best, all the very best, Conrad Werner. News bulletin from FCC News. Emily Wong reporting. Citadel traffic controllers asleep on the job. It's common knowledge on the Citadel that our traffic controllers are overworked and underpaid. But just how bad is it? Emily Wong reports. In the past century, the traffic at the Citadel has increased by 300%. But the resources made available to the traffic controllers have not measured up. From this reporter's inside source in the control room, one can clearly see an inverted correlation between the amount of hours a traffic controller has worked and their level of efficiency. One traffic controller, according to the meticulously documented source, stayed on duty for 26 hours, only taking a break when she could not avoid it any longer. Her co-workers thought something had happened to her, but she just simply passed out from exhaustion. How can the Citadel Council let this go on? Are they aware of the level of stress these workers are under? This reporter isn't sure that they are, and urges every reader to write to their Citadel representative to urge them to look into the matter. More to come on the story. Message from High Command. Message from highcom.and. Normandy VIs marked this as spam. Greetings! I am from your species High Command, writing to you to let you know your ship's software is infested with virus. Many big virus. It is imperator that you get this removed at once using our specialized software. Follow this link blocked by filter, so that I can remote access through your message terminal and start to get this cleaned up for you. Yes? Do not delay. The virus may have already started eating through your ship systems. Tech support. No new messages. That's a bummer. I love new messages, kitty. It's my favorite part. Theramlun. Theramlun is a frigid world with thick nitrogen argon atmosphere. The crust consists of silicates and various unremarkable ores, but is surprisingly rich in phosphates. Since the atmosphere lacks free oxygen, phosphates are relatively pure and could be of value in the manufacture of fertilizers and incendiary ammunition. While scanning this planet, you detected a small but valuable deposit of plutonium. Alright, let me write down Hades Gamma. I think I've already been here? Not sure. Yeah, I've already been here, so this is a new system. Treyarmus is a hydrogen-helium gas giant with a powerful magnetic field, making it a popular discharge site for freighters working the Anansi Ishtar shipping route. It is popular enough, in fact, that Quarian ships can often be found loitering in orbit, selling the freighter crews cheap refreshments, salvage, and odd craft works assembled by their children. There are no ships in orbit at present, however. Yeah, you know, the more that I'm reading the lore, the more that it really seems that Quarians are based on Romani. Farangor, a large but low-density terrestrial world. Farangor is generally believed to consist mainly of water ice. Occasional upwelling of metals caused by the interacting tidal forces of several large moons suggests the core is small, but extremely dense. Farangor has a thin atmosphere of carbon dioxide and ethane. Its frozen surface is mainly composed of dark, carbon-laced water ice. 10 years ago, Farangor's grim surface color and dim illumination drew the cinematographer Risa Urvason to film the exterior scenes of Starless on location. Acknowledged as a masterpiece of Gothic horror, the sets, well preserved by the vacuum, draw hundreds of tourists to the backwater system every year. Scans of the planet revealed several small deposits of polonium. The Mare is a small, airless, cratered terrestrial, a lifeless rock quite similar to Luna. Its frozen surface is mainly composed of silicates, though one hemisphere has several seas of dark basaltic rock. Choe is a terrestrial planet whose surface is mainly composed of aluminum, with numerous deposits of calcium. Though it has enough mass to retain a dense atmosphere, Choe is nearly a vacuum. This lack of atmosphere allows a moderate average temperature, but the differences between day and night are extreme. Surface of Choe's sunward facing side is usually covered by a haze of volatiles, mainly water vapor and carbon dioxide, which return to the ground as frost over the course of the long, cold night. The Serta Foundation has established a research outpost on Choe to investigate the native subterranean life of Choe, which shows incredible resilience to extremes of heat and cold. Matriarch's writings recovered. While sifting through this pile of debris, you discovered another of Matriarch Dilanaga's writings. It's in bad shape. Most of it is still intact. Close to the transmitter, your comms pick up a recording of a wistful string quartet. You power the system down. Whoever lived here, they haven't been back for some time. The crates are covered with Choe's chalky dust, and the status lights of the shack indicate its atmosphere ran out long ago. Matriarch's writings recovered. It looks like someone's been living in this place. A small crate held some stale food and one of Matriarch Dilanaga's writings. It's still in fairly good condition, unlike the food. Matriarch's writings recovered. It's not clear who owns this container, but you discovered one of Matriarch's Dilanaga's writings inside. Yeah, I wonder if that did it for the collections. Yeah, I think I have all of her writings. No? Huh. Yeah, that's okay. League of One. Why am I not seeing it? It should say... Oh, maybe it's UNC. Yeah, collection complete. I have more than required. The Asari rating, so that finished that collection. Take down the terrorists, but remember to check your targets. The civilians are so addled by the drug, they'll wander right into the middle of the firefight. From Megan Orlov to Joshua Grimm. Josh, thanks for dealing with that ditzy moron last night. You know that she deleted a week of data when she was fooling around on my terminal? That could have been critical to finding a cure for H5N1. What the hell was she doing out by herself anyway? Dumbass. I haven't finished going over her sabotage yet, but it looks like she sent out some kind of message, and it's encrypted. Think you could pop over for a bit and take a look? I'll make it worth your while. Maybe you could bring some of that wine of yours, too. Okay, I'm going to turn the sound down a little. He's loud. Oh, no, dialogue's fine. For some reason. So for this trip, it's easier. Your bad guys have those red brackets around them. Except we have high explosive armor, so as you know. It's not letting me. It's not letting me shoot her, but okay. Can't shoot anything. Alright. That's weird. Okay, so she's buggy. I'm gonna call it. Yeah, this is the place where we shouldn't be using explosive ammo, but we do.
I'm sure that doesn't happen again.
Cleared the facility. Civilian losses were tolerable. Evolution of humanity, huh? Those biotics didn't seem that different from the other scum you deal with.
Won't get me next time.
Yeah, it will, sweetie. It's okay. We're on casual difficulty. It doesn't hurt. We're okay. I'm okay. You're okay. It is the bookcase. Look at all these shelves with, like, exactly nothing on them. But why, though? Yeah, so this is the kind of mission where we shouldn't use explosive ammo, and I do anyway. Okay, so this, you see, I do have some renegade points. Oh, no I don't. I don't have any. Not even a sliver. Not enough to see anyway. Hey, look, we left a couple of insane scientists alive. Good job, guys. I'm sure nothing could possibly go wrong when you leave a bunch of insane scientists alone on base with empty bookshelves. What could go wrong? Yeah, that's really cool. Some of the added stuff. Can't interact with it, but you have successfully surveyed a large deposit of mercury. Yay! Time for a thresher maw. Come on. Hello? No, not that way. That looks like a Quarian ship. Okay. Yeah, very cool looking. Yeah, that's definitely a Quarian ship model. Drive over the thing. I drove over the thing, didn't I? I was distracted by the big giant ship. Oh yeah, there's engine debris here, so they put this massive ship. So cool. Person must have died while attempting to salvage a crashed satellite. You have successfully surveyed a small deposit of plutonium.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Good work, Commander. You took down the biotics with minimal collateral damage.
I killed innocent people today, Admiral. The biotics set it up, but I pulled the trigger.
The biotics had every advantage, including human shields. You lost a handful of civilians. Any other unit I sent in would have lost dozens of innocent lives. You saved a lot of lives today, Commander. Fifth Fleet out.
Zearter. An enigmatic terrestrial planet, Zearter has a hazy atmosphere of nitrogen and argon. The surface is scorching hot and mainly composed of calcium with deposits of sodium. 3 times in the last century, ships stopping to discharge at Triarmus have reported geometric patterns of lights on the dark side of Zearter. Attempts at closer investigation proved fruitless. The lights disappear when ships approach the inner system. Scans of this planet have revealed a large deposit of mercury. Okay, so I'm pretty sure I've already done Antaeus, because I've already been to this system. Okay. But let me just double check. Already been to Hades Gamma. So essentially I should recognize yeah, we've definitely been to Trevin. I'm pretty sure we've been to Dis. Let's check Plutus. I don't remember this. The area is a huge hydrogen-helium gas giant with traces of methane in its atmosphere. Is this the one that had the, that I did scan and had the... Although this, yeah, the, Leviathan of Dis. Okay, I don't remember this, so I'm gonna try to land. Nonuel. Although it's one of the oldest entries in the star charts, Nonuel has not been fully mapped. It's the largest body in the asteroid belt of the blue star Plutus, not only large enough to maintain a spherical shape, but also massive enough to retain the noxious carbon and sulfur dioxides venting from its many volcanoes as an atmosphere. Nonuel is rapidly volcanic, and the source of its great heat is also the source of its inordinate mass. Nonuel is a secondary source of element zero, coalesced around a large chunk of Ezo ejected by a supernova billions of years ago. Surface conditions are extremely hazardous. In addition to the thin crust and numerous magma flows, wide stretches of the landscape are coated with slippery ash and cinders ejected from the volcanoes. Okay, so I haven't been here. Alright, cool. Ooh, look at that. Cinders in the air. Pretty sky. Medallion recovered. This mercenary was carrying a League of One medallion. There's no indication of how or where he found it. Judging by the footprints in the ash, the two mercenaries were facing each other over the crate when they died. Both suffered single gunshot wounds and have a rifle close beside them. Matriarch's writings recovered. Prying open the case, you discovered a carefully wrapped, handwritten copy of one of Matriarch Dillinaga's treatises. It's unlikely she penned it herself. The flowing brushwork and intricate watercolor illustrations clearly show the hand of a master scribe. Okay, so Eclipse. Looks like Eclipse and Blue Suns. Probably an Asari. And a human? Or a Batarian? Wow, that's beautiful. Okay. Oh wow, there's 2 Thresher Maws on this planet? That is gorgeous. It says warning, but it doesn't look... Oh, there it is. Bonus Maw. Don't go that way. Wow, I've got too much glare to see. Okay. Back over the tentacles. Ooh, baby. It is. Right there, isn't it? Uh-oh. Look at who that is. Well, there's a horrible, horrible thing chasing me. Oh wow, I got close enough for it to get me with its claws. We've successfully surveyed a large deposit of titanium. No, I'm saving after killing them all. Come on. Last look at the beautiful, beautiful purple flare before I drive the other direction. That's gorgeous. So cool. Successfully surveyed a deposit of samarium. Oh, okay. Space exploration is so romantic, right? I mean, sometimes there's a sunset like that, but mostly you're living in a tin can on rocks. I could do that on Earth, you know. Okay, it doesn't look like I can get in here. Alright, it might send me back here for a quest, but I can't get in. Alright, let's head to the second thresher maw. Mako ping pong! Ooh! Really must be fair. Oh, that's bad. Yee-hee-hee-hee! Run over these tentacles. Probably the best.
You need to turn back, Commander. You're going beyond the range of the
Don't
operational
you
area.
dare! boot me out of here now. That was close. What's this? Supposed to be an X here thingy here? No, it's just a warning. There is no loot or anything, it's just extra experience. Okay.